Now therefore, I, Lee Wilson Bettis Jr., Mayor of the City of New Bern, on behalf of the Board of Aldermen, deem it an honor and a pleasure to congratulate Nelson McDaniel as Chairman of the 300th Anniversary Committee, New Bern Celebration, and the hundreds of volunteers by publicly thanking them for their contribution to the community and thank the public for participating and celebrating our place in history. In witness there, unto, I've set my hand and fixed the seal. This, the 11th day of January in the year of our Lord, 2011. Congratulations, Nelson. Thank you.
On behalf of the citizens of New Bern and the New Bern Board of Aldermen, we thought it was pretty special that you were the Newsmaker of the Year, and we think you're the Newsmaker of all the years. This is the original plate that the Sun Journal used to publish the article in the paper, and we had it framed for you as just a thank you from the citizens, from our Board of Aldermen, to say thank you for your leadership. It was an exciting year for all of us. All of us couldn't have had a better time everywhere we went, and this is just a very small token for your dedication to the city. So, I'd like to present this to you. And of course, Nelson has talked about that, you know, we need the head. The body doesn't function without the head, but we needed the rest of the body. So we'd like to take this opportunity, and I'd like to invite the rest of the aldermen to come down here and help me to thank and congratulate the other members of the 300th Committee. We realize what a very special year this was, and I just want you to know that, Mayor, it was a great honor for me when the Mayor appointed me to be the liaison to this very wonderful committee representing the Board of Aldermen, and we just want to thank you for your service to the city and for your dedication in making 2010 a very special year. So if you don't mind, I'd like to call them up one by one, and we would like to publicly thank you for your dedication to New Bern. And this reads, Mayor Lee Wilson Bettis Jr. and the New Bern Board of Aldermen, on behalf of the citizens of New Bern, North Carolina, gratefully acknowledges the member as a member of the 300th Anniversary Committee, whom we honor for your service. Thank you for serving our community with distinction, for recognizing and honoring the heritage of New Bern, and for setting the right tone and objectives for the next 300 years of New Bern's history. And it's signed by the Mayor and framed for you. So, Kay Williams, I'd like you to come up. Next we have Emily Scoppy. Emily?
Congratulations. Thank you. No, thank you. Next we have
Bernard George. Work with our African American groups and our trip to Ghana, and really work with Nelson in helping to bring together our community. And he did a wonderful job, and I really thank him for it. Okay. I'd like to call Annette Stone. She was the staff representative on the 300 Committee, and we just want to thank you for all the work that you've done as well. Next, I'd like to call up Earl, better known as Buzz Mead. And he did a great job. He always came with a smile on his face.
Thank you very much.
Next, I'd like to call Ken McConnell. Ken did a super job with our judicial group and with the Bayard versus Singleton reenactment, and what a great weekend that was. Thank you very much. so glad that she was able to join this committee. Our next person, really, I have to give her a little more. I want to say a little bit more about her because when this committee started, I think it was about 5 years ago, Susan Moffett Thomas was asked to step up as the chairperson, and she did so. She started things, she got the ball rolling for us, but she had a lot on her plate, as I can really appreciate and understand, Susan. You know, a lot of balls in the air, but she was busy with Swiss Fair. She had a lot of projects going on, and thought it best to put her attentions there. But we want to recognize your efforts in starting the 300th committee, and we want to honor you tonight. Next, I'd like to call Mary Harris. Mary Harris is our Director of Tourism, and what a valuable partner she's been to the 300th Committee, to Nelson, and all the wonderful things that happen at the Convention Center. And thank you for bringing coffee tonight. Okay, next, I'd like to call another special person to the 300th Committee, and that is Dawn Heller. Dawn was the wonderful person who took minutes and helped us and kept us on our toes and reminded us about the meetings, and we always need that person, so Dawn, please go.
Thank you. And Dawn has worked diligently with the city for over 13 years and is a valuable asset to the city, so thank you.
Thank you, Dawn. I'd like to next call Dr. Bob Holmes. Dr. Holmes, we really appreciate your service, and always got our meetings, always had, throw something of that extra question in there. This is good, you kept us on our toes, Bob, I appreciate it.
That's all you really have to do.
And Nelson, we want you to have an official copy too, because we thank you as the chair of this committee, and thank you again. You may want to say thank you. Can you shake hands?
Thank you.
I'd like to recognize also Jean Boyd and Gwen Ryan, who are not here tonight, but were also very important members of our group. And now I want to switch gears because there was another group that we need to recognize, and they're not here tonight. I don't see anybody except for their fearless leader, and that is the New Bern Celebration Group. And New Bern Celebration was the fundraising arm of the 300th, and if it hadn't have been for those additional funds, we could not have put on the many events that we did. It was, you know, that wonderful term we use all the time, public-private partnership. It was that private partnership that made the 300th the success it was. So I'm going to recognize the members. I'd like to at least call their names, and then I'd like to have Susan Broughton, our chair, come up, and we'd like to present you with a certificate as well. But on that committee was Marvin Raines, David Stroud, Elizabeth Ward, Lonnie Pridgeon, Alex Badger, Reverend Reginald Midget, Ernie Richardson, Stuart Smith, Troy Smith, Mickey Corcoran, Chuck Dale, Bill Frentress, Jimmy Hicks, Bob Maddox, Susan Moffett Thomas, Bill Nauman, and Linda Thomas. And we thank them from the bottom of our hearts again. We could not have done this without them. And Susan now as their chair and fearless leader, please come forward. We'd like to honor you as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And there's one person that I would like to say a few words about right now, and that is Linda Saunders. Linda was our executive director. She was hired to make this all come together, and let me tell you, day and night, she lived, eat, breathed 300. I don't know, I guess you would really be rich if you had a nickel for every time you talked to Nelson, or the calls that you made back and forth, but she was really the backbone of putting it all together and making it happen on a day-to-day basis. She answered the phone, she contacted the media, she got things together, and I really want you to stand, Linda, and be recognized because you did a fabulous job. And you may have not been a volunteer, but I think you were a volunteer. So please stand up and